It is currently 9:30 in the morning. I got a chance to record, so I'm taking it. Is Roxy... God damn it. I have done everything except restart the computer. You know what? I'll try restarting the computer after I get this episode uploaded, okay? But for now, we have Adventure with Jake. Then I have to actually focus on getting Roxy's route to appear, however I can. But I tried looking at... I should probably get my close to my face. But I tried looking up troubleshooting this stuff. I did find one person who had a similar problem with Bendy and the ink machine, but I couldn't get them to tell me how they fixed it. So, guess we're just gonna have an adventure. Oh boy. This is the boy. Bike locks. All you wanted to do was make a new friend. And now you're running like hell from a giant white creature with two heads, each sporting a single garish eye. Kind of like a Cyclops, except with two of the one-eyed faces, so you guess it's a duo Cyclops? Whatever it is, it's angry as hell and chasing you through a tangled jungle. You leap over a stand of ferns and duck under one of those big woody vine jungles they always have. Big woody vine, okay. After befriending Jane, you asked her for the names of some of her friends. Not too many details. You made that mistake with Solux. Just a little tantalizing friendship amused both to get you started. Specifically, you were interested in the friend that needed her help daily. Now that sounds like some fertile ground for a relationship. You kind of regret bringing it up though, because Jane got very flustered telling you about Jake. It's clear that her friendship with this guy is the topic of some emotional turmoil. Well, who better to help sort it out than you, everyone's friend? But instead of friendship, you've been greeted by a number of ferocious white monsters. Alright, you need a drink. I'm back with probably the worst, but simultaneously best drink I could find. Worst as in something I don't like. Best as in something that's drinkable here. Cherry Vanilla Coke. I have a problem where I love cherry stuff, but I hate cherry vanilla stuff. And the labels look so similar. I accidentally got cherry vanilla instead of cherry twice. Oh well. Anyway. Your garbled brain offers up that you probably piss off this kid's luces, except this is Earth? Between different planets, different universes, and the mess of timelines in your memory, you're having a hard time figuring out. You trip over a big tree root and land smack on your face in the dirt. You choke on decaying plant matter clawing at your throat and roll over onto your back just in time to see the duo Cyclops about to bring down one each foot right on your vulnerable body. Are you allowed to start over if you haven't even made a branching choice yet? You cover your eyes. Nothing happens. They're gone. Good Cyclops. Drawing. After a moment of Olympic-level breath-catching, you venture a peek. The duo Cyclops is in pieces on the ground. 2 pieces. You hope the thematic resonance offered it some comfort during such a brutal end. You scramble to your feet. Your future new friend Jake must have intervened to save you. You look around for him, but there's another swoosh noise and a glint of metal, and something inhuman appears in front of the duo Cyclops' body. Fuck. You know what? Fuck it. Doing this will probably result in me not being able to finish on time. but like probably result in me having to like pause until night to finish this. But fuck it, I'm gonna go get like $5 and go down to the store. Here we go. I dropped one of the fucking things I bought on the frickin' ground outside. Like one of the drinks, Pepsi Wild Cherry. Poor Pepsi Wild Cherry, you didn't deserve this. Luckily, it was only like a little small thing, and it's still completely drinkable. Only like a little actually leaked out. A little too much, yeah, but only a little. I just fucking pour it sideways though. Ah, frick. Less I wanted to pour out of the hole. Oh, it's actually not coming out of the hole now. That's kind of surprising. Guess it was only coming out of the hole in fizz. Strange though. Anyway, Dirkbot. It's been a long time, buddy. How have you been? I kind of forgot you existed. It's a robot, kind of a cartoony one with shiny metal joints and big red anime sunglasses. It even has a perfectly gelled metal hairstyle. Honestly, it looks pretty goofy, but it's also holding a katana and staring right at you. You think you saw something similar broken all over the floor of Equus's room. It must be a battle robot, and you don't have the strength of your punchiest friend. Do not challenge the robots. If I remember correctly, it's like set on kill mode. Or I think. Do not. You default to your old standby, cowering. You shrink back, hands raised in the universal symbol for whoa now, shit, no horse pun intended. For some reason, the thought of Equus and the presence of this robot are making your brain go right to the horses. Suddenly, a shot rings out behind you. It sounds so stupid that you almost don't believe it, but it's true. Who is shooting a gun at a robot? The robot makes a little startup noise and raises its katana into a ready stance. A blur of green and khaki charges out of the jungle and tackles the robot full in the stomach. It doesn't fall to the ground. Instead, it puts the kid, a human you can now see, so probably the straight guy, into a headlock. He struggles, lashing at it with his elbows and kicking at its ankles. The robot proceeds to beat the kid up. There's no reason to describe it in detail. It's unpleasant to watch and makes you feel really bad. Didn't even know there could be a polar opposite of Equus, but this kid is it. The robot is super effective against him. You have to stop it, but there's too much action for you to get close. Even if you could reach Jake, there's no way you can zap him out here without bringing the BattleBot with you. So yeah, this was actually kind of a point brought up in a Discord server I was in. The one for Carcat Goes to a Convention, which is really good, by the way. Also, by extension, Home Skillet, Blue King, and Calendar. Home Skillet is also really good. Blue King is just kind of like an old MSPA adventure, and then Calendar, I haven't actually read Calendar yet, but I think it's connected to Home Skillet. I don't know. But yeah, those are all things that exist. And anyway, the point is Beck and okay, so First Guardian's teleport ability and people with the retcon powers have different kind of strengths. So the First Guardians can't really teleport completely through between universes, like. So they could, like, actually, how did Beck bring us to Durst? That shouldn't have been possible. I mean, we could have been teleported to the Green Sun, but I don't think they should have been able to bring us to Durst. I don't know. But yeah. First Guardians can teleport anything from pretty much any distance, anywhere. As long as it's in the same universe. While people with a retcon ability, like John or the MSPA reader, they can teleport anyone anywhere with absolutely no limits as long as they are touching the thing. They don't have to go with it, but they do have to be touching it. So, for instance, say John with a retcon ability and Beck we're up against the frickin' we're against the Dirk bots. And the only way to defeat it would be to dismantle it. Beck could just teleport Dirkbot. They could just teleport Dirkbot's wiring somewhere else, like right alongside them, or just anywhere else. It's that easy. While John can't really do that. He can grab a hold of Dirkbot. Why do I keep saying Brobot? There was never a Brobot at any point I can remember. But they can grab Dirkbot and teleport them somewhere, but they can't actually teleport their wiring or anything. Unless a part of them is broken open and John can reach in and teleport it away, you know? Like that. Anyway, that's kind of the difference between retcon ability and First Guardian ability. There's also some differences between in the time aspect of it, but those are fairly obvious when you actually read Homestuck. You know what? I like explaining stuff. I could give it a quick rundown. Okay, so comparing John to Dave, when he time travels, he can't really he can't really change the course of the timeline, because if he changes it, it's likely to get doomed unless it's not really a severe change at all. And if he's already in the doomed timeline and he goes back to fix it, he's pretty much fucked. While John's retcon ability makes it so whatever universe he's in is the Alpha universe. He can change time without dooming himself. And while the Alpha universe doesn't necessarily mean success, you get it. You get the point. So John can't really Oh, and another thing, it's kind of the weird time causality thing. If Dave meets a version of himself, either he has been or will become that Dave, or it's a Dave from a doomed timeline, or he's from a doomed timeline, and will never become that Dave. When John meets versions of himself, it kind of makes him a sort of paradox clone. John can never actually meet his actual self. He'll never meet a version of himself he has been or will become. If John interacts with John, well, it's the John that appeared into the time that's the real one. The other ones are just kind of paradox clones, and they kind of become irrelevant. You know? Hard to explain. But yeah. With John, there's no being doomed. He can accidentally doom timelines, sure, but he can just as easily fix those timelines, unless there's so many Johns to the point where it'd be pretty much impossible to fix it, unless you just start all the way over. Alright, anyway, let's continue. Alright. Except things have been weird lately. The accepted rules of your power no longer seem so inviolable. Maybe you can just do it? Close your eyes and think really hard about bringing Jake with you. When you open your eyes, a man stands in his bedroom. Wait, is it Jake's birthday? No, what? You shake your head in consternation. Anyway, you manage to bring Jake, and only Jake, into the house. Yeah. I think John can, people with a retcon ability can consciously decide what things touching them they want to bring with them. Say, there's an example in SX4, Act 6, Act 6, Intermission 4, where John brings a whole planet with him on 2 occasions. And, one of those times, he's holding the hand of a person and also touching a tree on his planet. He uses that power to bring both the person and the plant with him. Although, if he decided he could only, if he was good enough at if he had mastered the retcon ability enough and constantly decide he only wanted to bring the person and not the planet, he could do that while still touching the planet's tree. Yeah. So, that's that explained. The best to my ability. Anyway, you manage to bring Jake, and only Jake, into the house. He stands there clutching his side and panting, recovering from the robo beatdown. What song is this, actually? Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. Riches the Ruins Movement 2. Da 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 da. The guy's bedroom is so covered in movie posters, it's hard to even see the shape of the walls. The floor is littered with weaponry. A lot of the kids you met live like this, basically lounging around in piles of detritus pertaining to their character-defining interests. Well, I have no idea what to think about this. The posters are like an integral part of the room, so unlike most other cases, a good amount of them are rather high quality compared to the posters in previous routes. So, get on them. Ghost Rider. The fuck is that up there? I don't know, it seems interesting. Are they in the afterlife or something? And then, of course, there's plenty of Blue Ladies and Tomb Raider. That's a Star Wars thing, right? I don't know. I wonder if he's ever watched The Truman Show. I've been meaning to watch that movie, but I never got around to it. I wonder what he thought of it. I wonder if he likes Mac and Me. Oh god. Anyway, it's clear to anyone who sees this that he absolutely fucking loves movies and guns. You don't need to waste any time on exposition there. I I think my Jake voice kind of fits him, but I don't know how. Like, there's definitely a lot better Jake voices out there. Like, most other Jake voices I've seen are much better. Mine kind of has, like, the tone to it, but not the right pitch. I kind of make it too high-pitched. Anyway, here we go. Jeezum crazeum! You alright over there, my chromatically challenged chappie? You're fine! Jake is the one who seems hurt. That robot really did a number on him. Oh, say! Confounded thing practically never doesn't do a number on me. There's so many numbers, it's one short of a standing ovation down on Broadway Avenue. I'm just glad I could be there to help. You know, life is always just a smidgen easier with a bros. Multiple bros, but still singular somehow. Helping hand firmly placed on your behind. Oh, with a bros helping hand. Okay, that actually does make grammatical sense. Okay. Note to self: read the full sentence before making jokes about grammar. With a friend behind you is what I mean to say. Oh, sure. Jake doesn't really seem fazed by any of this. Not the alien monsters on his island, not your presence, and not his ungainly defeat at the hands of the anime robots. Not even by you teleporting him around. Well, sure, my good buddy Jake told me you might drop by. And honestly, I've been chumming at the proverbial bitsy meet you old feller, me lad. I'm sure Janie showed you a good time as she is a stand-up host and a top-notch friendo. An absolute wonderwens, no doubt about it. But gosh, I've just been so gung-ho to show a brand new personage around the old digs. Get it? I live in a ruined temple, so it's literally digs. Nudges you with a meaningful elbow and gives you a hearty raising of the brows. Did he just say that out loud? He did. Well, here you are, ready to be shown around the ruined temple. Where to first? Oh, let's not actually go there. You know I'm no stranger to danger, but there's nothing like a man familiar for a while to give him a feeling of peace and quietude. Are you covering the fucking window with posters? Why? That isn't something you should do. We better hide out for a bit. Just a tactical withdrawal whilst my robot buddy and the usual monster menagerie are out and about. Right, the monsters. You can't help but notice that this is the same island where Jade lived. But instead of one big white creature custodian like Beck, Jake has lots. Trying to be culturally sensitive, you tell him it must have been nice to have such a big family. Jake looks perplexed. I reckon it must be nice. I can't say I've ever had one though. If family is what you're looking for, you couldn't pick the worst place among your search. There's about as much familial spirit in my locale as cows in a cornfield, which is to say there's simply none to be seen. Oh shit, you misinterpreted things. So Jake really just lives here alone? That must be hard. Oh, say, if another of my friends could tell you there's nothing worse than being a teen stranded alone in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. My grandma used to live here with me, but she died long ago. You think of your friend John, or rather his corpse, standing ceremoniously in Jane's living room. Same house, similar kids, same island, mysterious dead grandma. That is the phone ringing. Hold on. Alright, continuing on. It's not hard to put two and two together and come up with your dead friend Jade. It's a gut punch, even though the inexorable passage of time means that, of course, you can zap to the future and visit time periods where all your friends are dead if you wanted. I guess that's kind of what you did to your old friends by skipping forward so many years on Alternia. Haha. Wow, you're kind of starting to hyperventilate about this. Fuck. Well, I mean, you don't know they're dead, right? Yeah, you do not know they're dead for sure. Like, okay, some of them are certainly dead, like Diamond, he's probably dead. Pfizer, wouldn't put it past him to be probably fucking dead. Like, it's only about... Okay, assuming there's a... Since it's 1994 on Earth when Hive Swap happens, which is like 15 years before Homestuck, I'm assuming there's a similar time gap between Hive Swap Friend Sim's time and Homestuck's time on Alternia. Like, a little bit more than 15 years, but still pretty much the same amount of time skip, I mean. So, everyone's definitely off planet, but probably not dead. You know? You know. You focus hard on Jake, trying to pull yourself together. Luckily, he doesn't seem to have noticed anything is wrong with you. Jake seems like the kind of person who doesn't have room in his head to talk and notice other people at the same time. But I try not to complain. After all, things could be worse. I have all the candy a boy could ever want to cookalize. I get to romp in the pumpkin patch to my heart's delight. Plus, this island is the perfect setting for one of the coolest things in the world. That's right, adventure! The thrill of discovery, the frenzy of battle. Oh, sorry, I almost threw up there. Say, chap, are you alright? You kind of look like you're having a fucking panic attack right there. It's the most fulfilling diversion of them all. Why, no boy of a sound disposition could feel sad about his perpetual isolation and the deadness attribute of his family members on the whole, with the whole dark and tingling jungle is available for his dauntless exploration. Is that really what he thinks? You can't help but remember about 30 seconds ago when Jake said he didn't want to go out to the ruins. You're no problem, Sleuth, but Jake's room looks pretty lived in, not to mention the quantity of movie consumption suggested by his decor. You're about to respond when there's a horrendous clatter from down below. Jake freezes, a small animal caught in the headlights. You suspect the headlights are of the red anime glasses variety. Oh, fuck buttons, the metal maverick makes his return. Listen, you sound like a rum customer with promo getaway sticks. Pulling is probably our best option here. You don't get it. The last guy you knew who made a habit of consorting with BattleBots always bested them handily. Why would Jake make something he couldn't beat? Whoa, David Jehosaphat, I'm touched by your high opinion of my robotics know-how. No, I didn't make the Brobot, my best buddy did. Oh, it actually is called the Brobot. That's why I kept wanting to call it Brobot instead of Dirtbot. Okay, well, I guess my urge does not need to be suppressed anymore. Watch that I have no need to say Brobot outside of the narration again. He's a genuine wizard with tech of all kinds, and a real thoughtful guy, even though sometimes I wish he would apply some of that big brain box to helping me out just a touch more. He couldn't be here himself because of the physical limitations of time and space, so he sent the robot to train me. It's really nice if you think about it. I mean, at first I thought it was somewhat overbearing and unnecessary, but after Dirk explained it to me, I got that it was his way of being nice. This best friend sounds, not everyone is as lucky as me to have 3 Star Wars compadres to brighten their day when they live alone on a murder island. When you think about it, I'm just about the luckiest kid who has ever stranded in the Pacific with a pack of ferocious monsters and a killer robot. You guess someone could say that? If that someone was Jake? Another harsh sound from below reminds you of the urgency of the situation. You could easily teleport the two of you out of here, but, well, the creepy biotech chittering noise of drones still echoes in your memories. You've had some bad experiences trying to escape a killer robot with its eyes set on a friend. Escape via teleportation seems like a temporary solution at best. Sooner or later, Jake's probably going to have to face the robots. Is there some way the two of you acting together can take it down? You don't understand it. It learns from your actions. Anytime I've even started to get a jump on that dad-burned chrome-ass sucker, it just turned around and given itself a thorough school beating on the topic of kicking my sweet Bippy. If we fight together, I'll just learn how to fight two people. And then when you leave me all by my lonesome, I'll be up shit creek with nary a paddle to be found. It's like that robot in The Incredibles, except instead of being an absolutely fantastic work of cinematic arts, it's my real life! Jeezum Creasum. Jake's friend is among the worst gift givers you've ever seen. There's just one thing we can do if a hasty retreat isn't what tickled your biscuit. If we could find a way to turn on novice mode, it'll be easier to deal with. I usually don't do it, but I'd hate it something to get to the violent vicissitudes of a robotic rascal. I just can't remember how it's done. Oh, okay, so at least this friend included an easy mode. You're starting to think this guy was one of those gamers who thought easy most cheapened the experience. But if he designed the thing with a novice mode, maybe he can remind Jake how to trigger it? Well I have to admit, you really put your achromic digit right on the crux of the matter there, amigo. I really hope he does talk to Dirk, cause I like doing my Dirk voice. It kinda makes me feel smart, you know? Like, I don't know how well this voice accent fits him, but in my opinion it fits him pretty fucking good. In my opinion, I'd have to put this up with a very few voices I can do that are good enough to be canon voices. Sadly, I think Dirk is like the only voice close to canon that's actually a main character. Like, the other two voices I would say I'm pretty good at would be, well, okay, I guess John, Equius, and Dirk. Those are the main characters I'd say my voices are good enough to be like actual canon voices. Then for the non-main characters, there's Matuna and well, okay, I guess Caliborn is the main character, but I don't expect him to talk in this. It would be cool if I got a chance to do it. Like, seriously. You know, I'm gonna find a fucking thing to say. Homestuck close generator. Boop. I just put it on fucking Caliborn. Boop. No, that's shit. Oh boy. Oh my god. I don't fucking know, okay? Oh.
Here are some facts that are things. You are going to die soon. Your whole universe is going to die because you can't escape the miles.
I love him and hate him at the same time. He is legitimately the worst character in the comic, but he is also one of the most entertaining characters in the comic. I should probably check something. Sorry about that. So, remember how on episode 2 I said that I had lost access to my Discord account? I still don't have it back. I have a bigger chance of getting it back by now, but like my main Discord account, I mean. I've been using an alternate account in the meantime. But yeah. I'll get it back someday. At least I got the deadline to get it back extended. So I have another 14 days, now 13, to get it back. Anyway, Strider's a being a bro and I won't utter a word against him, but he really doesn't like to offer help. I imagine he'll think it's my fault for forgetting in the first place, and he probably won't want to give me the answer because then I won't learn the lesson that I shouldn't be so forgetful. Ooh. Okay, you're starting to form some tentative opinions about this Strider guy. That said, buddy-o, I think you've stumbled onto quite the slick solution to our woes. There's no shame in a brave adventurer asking for help when he's well and truly fucked. Maybe we can find someone willing to offer us their casa as a temporary abode? Oh, sure, you could do that. Maybe Jake could message Jane? Although, now that you think about it, given how Jane talked about Jake while you were there, it seems cruel to spring something like this on her with so little lead time to prepare herself. You don't want to fluster her too badly. You quickly backpedal, telling Jake that Jane seemed too busy when you were there at last. Is there anyone else? Well, Roddy's probably Zazzled by now. Zazzled? You know, pig-eyed on a tube, tying one on, deep in the giggle water, 3 cheeks to the cold nor'easter. Oh. Wait. She's drunk? Bingo! What is name-o? So this is a common thing, and she's Jake's age? You don't want to make any assumptions, but that sounds, well, concerning. And also familiar. You remember what feels like a long time ago now, helping a girl symbolically trash her mother's liquor collection. Of course, alcoholism isn't that rare, but still, you're starting to feel like there's something strange about all these convergent circumstances. Anyway, is Jake sure his friend is okay? Oh no, it's nothing like that. Roxy's just a fun and wacky gal. Sure, she dabbles in the devil's drink, but she always seems to be having such a good time. I wouldn't want to make any unfair assumptions about it. Somehow this failed to make you feel better. I'm unsure if this is canon, but I don't remember if I picked this up from canon or fan comic, but I'm pretty sure, like, at this point, Roxy's alcohol addiction is because she can't really handle the real world, and it's an escape from that. So, like, something to help her actually deal with it. So, she uses alcohol as, like, a way to cope. But she does end up ditching it later when her friends really need her. And try to, like, overcome her addiction for her friends. Yeah. It went well until Act 5. Into Act 6, Act 5, Act 2. Act 6, Act 5 is technically just one act, but it has a little sub-act that is more of a joke. It's not marked on the adventure map or anything. Anyway, I guess asking Strider for help is our only option. I just know he's going to be a complete pain in the keister about it. I'll have to butter him up like a morning muffin. Are you any good at manners and persuasion? Yikes. You want to understand where this kid is coming from, but you're reaching your limits here. Is that really all the friendships Jake has? If so, that is bleak. There's clearly some sort of feelings-based train wreck on the horizon for him and Jane. His friend Roxy is obviously having a crisis that Jake pretends not to see. And his friendship with Strider has more red flags than the People's Republic of China. Wait, did he say Roxy? Okay, yeah, he did. Is this what Jake is willing to put up with just for companionship? He pretends he doesn't see the huge issues in his friendship to keep the peace? Is this what it looks like for someone who is so indiscriminately hungry for affection that they're willing to go along with anything to get it? You've had about enough. You tell Jake you can't stand this anymore. This life that he has, it's not good. It's not even close. He's lost his family and he's scared to leave his house. His only company in real life is a robot that's programmed to hurt him. And he thinks it was a gift. He seems unwilling to face the glaring flaws in his closest relationships. And all of this might be hard and sad, but it can't be helping Jake to be so deep in denial about it. You can't just cower this all up with cavalier optimism. There is no way that's the best way for him to live. You understand it must be scary when there seem to be structural flaws in every one of Jake's support pillars, but addressing them is the only way anything can get better, because this, hiding out in his room all alone and just pretending he has the support he needs, is not sustainable. You don't say this part, but if he keeps going along with what other people want him to be. You're scared for what's going to happen to him as he grows up. That can't lead anywhere good. After your rant, Jake stares at you, aghast. You started to feel bad. Yes, you probably need to hear those things, but you could have guided him more gently. You're usually an expert at encouraging people slowly towards emotional growth, but this kid really got under your skin. I saw a meme slash kinda spoiler, but not really. Where like it had a picture of Jake from Pesterquest and narrators hate him. Learn his secrets, and it has like pictures of all the narrators and Drew Hussey, Dirk, Dead Tier Calliope, and MSP Reader all looking angry. I was wondering what happened with MSP Reader. I guess I know now. But then Jake's face crumples.
You're absolutely right.
Oh.
I am lying to myself. I manicure the image of myself as a brave adventurer, but I don't go out to the ruins unless I have to. And I suppose on some level I have suspected that things with Jane and Roxy and Dirk weren't exactly Jake.
Wait, what?
Oh, it's like a word that means good. Just plain English. Jake English. Anyway, I guess I didn't realize how serious it was or how much I was really ignoring. Gee fucking Willikers, it's not easy to hear that all this came across loud and clear to a complete stranger. That really makes me feel low. But I guess for a truly brave gentleman, the only thing to do is try to do better from here on out. It's scary, but I do want to be the kind of person who is honest and forthright, a real hero. If I'm not doing that, I need to figure out how to do that. Holy smokes, it really opened my eyes, Mixed mystery friend.
MX?
You've really got a knack for spotting problems. Do you think you could stick around and help me do better?
It's like asking the sun if it minds shining. Helping people confront their buried issues and come out of it has changed for the better? Why, that's the very thing you've desperately latched onto to give your life some kind of purpose. But something about this feels off. Was your rant really all it took to turn things around for Jake? Did you really just fix him? It doesn't seem right. Definitely not good pacing anyway. Jake is looking at you with big green puppy eyes. You have to make a choice. Oh, and I think that I'll have to pause until next time I can record. Haha, fuck. Good thing I just saved. It has actually been a few days. Roxy has still not appeared. I don't care at this point. Let's just continue. I was going to make this choice, wasn't I? I don't remember. You know, is that where I left off? I hate my hair and my voice. Zoom in a bit. Okay, yeah, that's where I was. Just trying to make sure I didn't fuck anything up. Cooperate with me. There we go. Alright. Let's get this bad ending first, actually. What happens... Wait, challenge? Yeah, what happens if we challenge the robot? With a yell, you charge forward, waving your arms intimidatingly. Yeah, it's a robot. It's not scared. It's a robot. It's not scared. The robot implacably waits for your approach, then strikes out in one swift motion too fast to see. You crumple to the ground, your world exploding in pain. You huddle into a ball, waiting for the robot to finish you off. But it's not interested. It zooms away, leaving you to your agonies. In the burst of lucidity available to you, you discern that it has kicked you in the chest, breaking several of your ribs. No problem! That's totally a survivable injury. You'll be fine and ready to get your friendship Katamari rolling again in no time. You're just gonna lie here you are just gonna lie here for a bit first, just to gather your strength. Just gonna lie here, 200 runs, surrounded by ferocious beasts and leaking delicious aromatic blood, just for a minute or two. Monster bait. Oh boy. Oh boy. Dirk bots are watching. Da, 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 da. Alright. So, help you with what? Oh. Helping him with his problems. Yeah, that whole thing. Well, if I said no, I'd be completely breaking character, huh? I don't know. I guess we gotta help him. Of course you're going to help. Of course you're gonna help. Jake asked, didn't he? You think through your old bag of friendship tricks, encouraging him to talk to people about his feelings, probably be good, but it's a little complex. He has 3 different relationships with these kids, all with their own set of problems, and you're not convinced that Jake is really up for confrontation yet. Your best bet is probably forging unlikely connections through your powers of teleportation and friend matchmaking. You think probably at the time you'd introduce Daria to Taisha, someone who'd struggled with the question Daria was facing, but found a more constructive solution. That's what you need. Not someone similar to Jake, but a good foil. Someone who will be able to call Jake on his avoidance. You need the ultimate pull-no puncher, an expert in tough love. You need risk a circuit. No. No. Why? Why would you do this? Oh yeah, I forgot to put my mic down. I am louder now! Alright, so... I mean, it'd work. Jake's into blue guys and spiders. It's blue... Okay, yeah. Blue people of unambiguous gender and, spiders. And it's not Arania. So... I have no fucking clue how this is gonna go. You asked Jake if you might take the initiative and introduce him to another one of your friends. Someone who has the kind of take-no-bullshit approach that he needs to cultivate. Someone who can really help. Oh, absolutely! Lead on, buckaroo! You clap your hand maidily on his shoulder and zap on over to Vriska. You expect her to be in your high, but when your field of vision clears, you're at the beach again. You've appeared a diplomatic distance away, not right up in her face. Vriska is walking down the beach, hands in her pockets, occasionally aiming a disaffected kick at a piece of trash. You call out to her and wave her over. Her face splits into a grin at the sight of you. It gives you a warm glow, like you befriended someone's mean cat who never gets along with visitors. Yes. I want a cat. Like in... Well, okay, I have Oreo, but I want another cat, I mean. Where's Oreo, actually? You know what? I'm gonna go get Oreo, and I'm going to force her to sit on my lap, and she's gonna like it! I now have Cat on my lap. She'll probably leave. But for now, she's comfortable. Good kitty.
Who's a good kitty? Here, good kitty. Meow.
Hold on. There. Now you can get more comfortable. Meow. She has like the tiniest little frickin' I don't know, like a tiny raspy little meow, like meow. Kinda like that, but like actually a cat meow. Alright. I am unable to type now, because if I were to try to type on my keyboard, Oreo would lick my hand. Anyway. Maybe more like someone's mean mountain lion.
Hey there.
Hi Vriska, what's she doing on this beach?
I came here looking for my stupid fish friends. Teresia and I need an explosive device for a thing, and as much as I hate to admit it, Empor isn't bad at making them. But he's not even here! I can't even find him the one time I ever wanted to see him, ever! Figures, my so-called friends leaving me to do all the work again.
It's this kind of self-starter strategy that Jake can really learn of. learn from. Oh God, she's looking at me. Oreo, you're a good kitty. Very good kitty. Speaking of, you start to introduce your friends to each other, but when you turn to Jake, he's frozen, his face caught in an expression of shock and wonder. What do you expect? You took him to a strange alien planet. He has no idea what the fuck is going on, and also, he has a very confusing boner right now, while also causing a... Well, he's also in the midst of a metaphysical boner? No, that's not it. Like the other definition of the word boner that's not used anymore. I'm trying to make this sound not sexual, and I'm failing miserably. But then again, I did just say boner in the sexual sense before trying to say boner in the non-sexual sense. Like, as in mistake or something? Not quite. I don't know. Anyway, maybe you should have mentioned your friend was an alien? You keep forgetting to mention things like that. As you look at him, Jake relishes, snapping to such a ramrod posture you half expect him to salute. He opens his mouth to speak, then shuts it. You can talk to her, you prompt. It's okay. Yes. Righto. Holy smokes. I'm ruffled as a baby's bonnet to meet you, Miss Vriska. I'm poised and trembling on the lip of your pit of knowledge, just ready to fall into the expected abyss. I'm happy to learn whatever you can teach me. Oreo, stop licking me. How dare you? Oh my God. I didn't bring you in here just to look cute. I brought you in here for emotional support in these trying times. There's no trying times. Seriously, I fucking love Oreo. She's just leaning her head like 90 degrees as I'm petting her cheek. She's adorable. Alright, although I must say, when my pal here intimated they had a friend who could help, I didn't expect it to be of such a blue and spidery persuasion. Of course. Why would anyone be anything else when they could be blue and spidery? You have a solid point there, my extraterrestrial associate. I hope you pardon my candor, but real gentleman doesn't hide from the truth. You may be the coolest girl I've ever seen in my entire life. Really? Clear so nervously, hoping you didn't overstep. Pardon me. Oh God. I will say Vriska is drawn rather good, but those freaking... That hand there is horrendous. Like, the robot arm looks really good, even the robot hand, but that hand just looks terrible. Well, I can't say I'm surprised to hear it. Feel free to keep listing things that are awesome about me. Despite his professed admiration for Vriska, however, Jake isn't listening. Hang on, wait. Technically, the only other girl I've seen was my grandma, but you know what I mean. It's kind of disrespectful to refer to one's old grandmother as a girl, so I didn't mean her. Gosh, I seem to be rambling. Well, I hope this is a radiant exemplar of the kind of being true to myself I hope to cultivate as a regular habit from here on out. I think it can be very pretty to just keep being yourself even when things feel awkward. Don't you think so? Oh, wow. There's so many things wrong with that. I don't even know where to start. Oh, doggone it. Really? This is why I need your help, Miss Vriska. I didn't see anything wrong with any of that at all. Here I am going around thinking what I'm saying to everyone is tickety-boo, and it turns out it's all been a load of cattywampus fiddle battle. Oh man, this is the nicest present anyone's ever gotten me. She's addressing you now, ignoring Jake's question. A predatory shark smile spans her pointy face. You must have known things were getting bad with Savros in a different way than usual, I mean. He just kind of stopped responding in the same way he did before, and not even because of his fakey fraud confidence. He just said no good can come of talking to me. So you brought me a new nerdy loser, this Rose. Well, that wasn't exactly what you expected. Although now that you think about it, why didn't you expect this? Pretty much anyone could have seen this coming. Hey! Except Jake, of course. I may have my little quirks and quibbles, but that doesn't mean I'm a loser. If you weren't a lady, I dare say that slanderous language would earn you a one-way ticket to Fisticuffs Island. Which, now that I think about it, is more or less an appropriate moniker for my permanent residence. Meow. Did you just fucking meow at me? Did you just meow at me, you kitty? Oreo? You frick? How dare you? I do not take kindly to such meows. You shall get very aggressive and probably uncomfortable pets. I don't know, Oreo seems to like being petted roughly, even though that's not something I like to do. She's a good cat. How do you like them, Granny Smith apples? This is hilarious. I've never met someone who makes me feel so good about myself. I'm so lucky to be cool. Excuse me, but I haven't heard hide nor hair of an apology yet, Miss Rude Alien Girl. At least, Jake is standing up for himself, but you get the feeling that this enthusiastic bravado won't hold up if the issue was an interpersonal one with his friends. Either way, Vriska is not backing down. She sizes Jake up, stepping forward to intimidate him. Do you really want to fight? Because I get the feeling you're whatever plant's equivalent of cold paint is. I may not know what that means, but I've never once backed down from a scrum, and I'm not about to start now, chum! Whoa, no, you're not going to let two of your best friends, a category that includes all of your friends, throw down right in front of you. Especially not after Vriska compared Jake to Tavros. Doesn't he remember the consequences of fighting Tavros? Doesn't he want things to go differently here? Wait, what's that supposed to mean? Oh no, you didn't mean any offense. You know Vriska has been through a lot and her past mistakes should be viewed with that context, but you know Vriska didn't mean to hurt Tavros as much as she did, right? Vriska is no longer having fun. She's turned to you now, her mouth set into a line, fist clenching at her side. You remember how magical it seemed to have her in her friendship, and how easily Vriska can lash out when she thinks her friends have turned on her. Oh boy. You think you know what went down between me and Tavros? Tavros is always sympathetic against this guy. I was trying to help him get stronger, but every time I did, he just folded like a loser. He barely even tried to fight back. He was too scared and wimpy. And everyone always gets mad at me for pushing him, but that's what our plan is going to do to him. He doesn't get stronger, he'll die. Trying to protect him from dangers and letting that happen later. Oh no. Oreo, no, don't get down. Oreo. Oh, she's just kind of laying down next to the chair. Oreo, come here. Oreo. Kitty. No, don't flop on the ground. I want to pet you. Oreo. Oreo. Oh my god. I love her. I would even say I'm the only one who's ever really cared about him. At least I try to help him shape up. You almost forgot Jake is here, but at this, he makes an indignant noise, and you turn to see that his anger and distress has ratcheted up several notches. Well, pardon me, Spider Smurfette, but it doesn't sound like you're much of a friend at all. Oh, God. You nudge Jake, trying to let him know that Vriska can be a little scary, and it might not be best to push her on this, but Jake isn't listening. No matter how much you... You know what? This music is kind of reminding me of something. I don't know why, but it is. No matter how much you might think you're doing this fellow a favor, from what you said he was really scared and sad. And I'm sorry, but that doesn't make someone stronger. It just makes him scared. Even if you think it's good for him, or even if he said it was what he wanted. Like, maybe he was talking about having a fighting partner,
What he really wanted was companionship due to being alone all the time. And to be totally candid, it's hard to believe you didn't know that. Which means it really is more about what you want than what's best for him, even though you keep saying it's what's best for him, which makes it really hard to argue. Anyway, if you ask me, you're a wrong friend. I don't think I want you to be one of mine after all.
Before Vriska can respond and almost inevitably make things worse, you cut her off. Enough is enough. You tell her you're sorry for making assumptions. You know that she was doing the best she could with the raw deal she was given in this culture. You offer her a quick thank you for this hellish social interaction, and ask for some time alone with her insipid friend here. Vriska still looks annoyed, and there's a moment where you're scared she won't let it go, but she does, stepping back and rearranging her facial expression to apathy. You guess pushing it would mean admitting she cares about your opinion of her.
Whatever. Talk to you later, nerds.
After she leaves, you put a comforting hand on Jake's shoulder. That got pretty raw, huh? Kinda seemed like in the end there, he wasn't talking about Vriska after all. Like, there was someone else he wanted to say all that stuff to?
Huh? No, this has nothing to do with me. It was about some weird alien situation.
You gently suggest that this might be one of those situations the two of you were talking about earlier, where Jake is suppressing the truth because it's inconvenient to acknowledge. Doesn't it bear some slight resemblance to a situation in his own friend group? Jake averts his eyes, clearly uncomfortable.
No way, all my friends are best in show. And even if what you're implying was true, it's different when it's your friends. Man can't get by without his growth, so sometimes he has to make allowances. Certain, let's say, eccentricities are just what you have to put up with when best friends are involved.
No, they're not. You're allowed to hold your friends accountable. This is weapons-grade interpersonal truth you're spouting, but Jake doesn't look enlightened. Instead, he's growing red in the face with indignance. What
would you know about it anyway? That'd be rude, but it's a very personal situation between a fella and his buddies. I don't think I appreciate what you're implying.
You don't want to get frustrated, but Jake did ask for your help. The two of you came here because you're going to face up to the hard truth about Jake's life. Doesn't Jake want to do that?
Well, of course I do. I'm ready to take a hard look in the old rum people and don't you doubt it. It's just that when it comes to my friends, I didn't think you were saying any of them were bad. I thought you were encouraging me to take things in the more forthright direction because, well...
Tugs at collar nervously. You fucking idiot, Jake.
Because of their feelings towards me? God, that sounds stupid when I say it like that. I hope you know I'm not some kind of puppet braggadocio making myself out to be some slick Casanova type. I'm probably just making it up. I'm the kind of guy who gets confused easily, especially when with the number of concussions I've sustained over the years. A real beef-wed bozo, that's me. More than once, I've got an inkling that some of my friends might be giving me the old eagle eye, firing up the courting maneuvers if you get my drift. So when you said things weren't right between me and my friends, that's sort of where I thought the personal change train was ahead, and the impression only further bolstered when you proceeded to introduce me to your blue arachnid-themed friend. I figured you remembered my sapphire sirens in my room. You know, Neytiri and all that. There was a sweet gesture, although, just so you're aware, she's a little too young for me to take that kind of interest. I appreciate the thought, though. Just some constructive criticism for next time.
Now you're tempted yourself to say aloud some kind of goofy RP accent indicating your embarrassment. You don't, though, because it sounds stupid when Jake does that. Jeez, this is a mess. This kid has issues on issues, and when you think you put your finger on one, it slides away to reveal 3 more. You're playing personal growth whack-a-mole over here, but you gamely draw yourself up and plunge onward determined. Okay, you tell Jake so. If that's what you thought you were going to talk about, let's talk about it. How does it make him feel thinking that his friends are all attracted to him? What is he planning to do about it?
Oh, you know, I think that malarkey will work itself out over time. I just figure I'll wait until someone brings it up and then just go along with what they think we should do.
Really? That's his strategy? It seems remarkably lackadaisical, and it gives you that sinking feeling again about what's in store for future Jake. Does he actually return any of those feelings?
Sure I do. My friends are like cat's pajamas. I don't mind saying I really love them.
Right, of course, but is there any one of them he feels differently about? What would he say if, for example, Jane asks him out?
I say yes, of course. How can I say no to a top achiever like Janie? She's smart as a whip with a mug to match.
Alright, and what about Roxy?
A fellow would have to be as he tapped at the doorknob and turned down Roxy. She's a genius tech hacker spy like in all my favorite movies.
And Strider?
Are you kidding? Strider's my best pro in the world and a mighty scrubbing jet if I were getting into it. I can't think of any reason to say no to a proposition like that for my best bud.
The way Jake conceives of things is just far enough off from your own viewpoint, you can't help feeling like you're passing by each other without really connecting. For example, he doesn't have to have a reason to say no to a friend asking him out. It comes down to his feelings. Does he really have strong feelings for any of these people? Like, stronger feelings than he has for Neytiri?
Well, hey now, that's not really fair. Neytiri is the perfect woman.
No, you insist. It is fair. If someone has feelings for him, he should not be with them unless he has stronger feelings for that real flesh and blood person than he does for a poster of Neytiri. It's important.
Well, if you put it that way, I don't know if I've ever had feelings like that. I don't even know if I'm capable of those kinds of feelings.
If that's the case, then he needs to be prepared to tell his friends that. It's not like he has to have these conversations now, but someday the feelings his friends have need to be addressed, and he needs to be ready to turn them down. He needs to make these decisions. He can't just wait for things to resolve on their own and deal with the consequences later. Wow. He doesn't sound nearly as excited about personal growth as he did before. He just sounds dejected.
I must say, you've given me a lot to think about.
That's a good thing, you remind him. He's learning important things.
Oh, well, sorry, but a lot of people tell me it's important for me to learn various things, and for sure, sometimes you're right. I've never assumed the image of a chap who knows everything. But you've also been telling me I can stand up for myself sometimes and make my own decisions about what's right instead of letting other people tell me how to live, and I just don't think I agree with you on this.
He sneaks a guilty look at you from under his sad, bowed head.
What I mean is, I like making my pals happy, even if I'm not always sure about if what I want the things they want, and I can't imagine the consequences could really be that bad. I think that in matters of the heart, I'm fine just going with the flow. No offense, but the way you're advocating I go about it seems hard and sad. I don't want to hurt people. I really think it's best if I just sit back and see how things work out, and if someone asks me to do something, I might as well try it. That's just the kind of adventure boy I am.
You want to respect Jake's choices, but you can't help the exasperation rising up in you. Sure, he can decide how he wants to conduct his friendships, but the approach he's talking about is really unhealthy. If he wants to do right by his friends, he has to be at odds with them and with himself. Otherwise, it's not fair to anyone.
I see what you're saying, but if you want my 100% bona fide opinion, I don't think I can do that. I guess we had different ideas about what we were getting into with this.
He can do it though. All he has to do is try. Jake is shaking his head.
I'm sorry, I know you were really trying to help. I'm sure you're an excellent compadre, just like Spider-Girl said, but this isn't working for me. Maybe you should just take me home now. I can figure out some way to deal with the robot.
He's still well below the average Jake level of energy. You can see that you really affected him, but you're far from confident that your intervention is going to make any difference in the long run. Despite his seeming earnestness, you guess Jake wasn't as ready for a change as he thought he was. Wait a fucking second, is this a bad end? A horrible powerlessness threatens to overwhelm you. All at once, it makes you furious. This isn't fair! Jake gave you a choice between two options. You chose to help him face his problems. You know that was the right choice. You didn't do anything wrong. You were kind and patient. You talked to him sincerely and pushed him in the right direction. You deserve a good end. You deserve to save him. But you can tell Jake is emotionally closing up. You're willing to bet the conversation the two of you just had was among the most candid of his life, and he isn't ready for another. You want so badly to help him. You know exactly the changes he needs to make, but you can't make those changes for him. You need to do it for him. You need to do it himself, and he's just not ready. Maybe he'll never be. You hate this. You hate Jake, and you hate yourself. Making people's lives better is the one thing that's giving your piecemeal existence any meaning, and he's taking this away from you. His stupid inability to face this issue is ruining your life! You linger as long as you can, but eventually you have to do it. You gotta take the L. Bad end, you guess. Whoa, we fucked up. Oh boy. Well, time to see how not helping him works. Oh boy. You're about to say yes. Every part of you is straining to say yes and fulfill your life's purpose. Your real life's purpose. Not like before when you were being mind controlled to pursue friendship on whatever shallow or unsatisfying level was possible. This desire to help, to make your mark in whatever small positive way you can wrangle, is something you figured out for yourself. It matters. But when you're about to open your mouth, you stall. A deep existential hopelessness washes over you, a kind that you thought you were past by now. You know what? Fuck it. Yes, you care, but honestly, you're exhausted. So much work coaxing teens through personal revelations, with no reward except a temporary abatement of your deep soul-level feeling of narrative irrelevance. You need a break. Why not give yourself a freebie? You tell Jake that you don't think he needs your help. It's enough for right now that he's realized there's a problem. There's no need to swallow down all your personal growth pills at once. Jake looks objectively relieved. If I can shoot straight from the hip, that's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. I think I've done enough already, too. Well, this has been a great talk. I feel like we're really firing on all cylinders friendship-wise. If you were a past version of yourself, that would make you really happy. Instead, a sick feeling of guilt is poisoning your guts. You were about to touch on something real there, and you know it was wrong to pull back from it. You're not doing Jake any favors. Still, you give him a weak smile and offer him the best friend-making tool you know. Are there any faraway friends he's interested in connecting with? Boy, howdy, what a proposition. I feel like one of those movie characters who's offered near unlimited powers out of nowhere. Like Boo's Almighty. Raise the last of the moon and damn the consequences on those pesky tides. There is someone I've had a hankering to meet with for a little Tita Teeth. Remember when I regaled you with the tale of my grandma? Oh, you're not sure you're gonna be able to reunite this kid with his dead grandma. That seems like one of those things you won't be allowed to do, despite the supposed limitlessness of your powers. You'd probably be blocked by that weird force, the one that seems to have a power that supersedes zapping anywhere in time, place, or dimension. You don't like to think about that force too hard. No, my stalwart chum. I've been corresponding in an epistolary fashion with a friend of my grandma when she was a young girl, my pen pal buddy Jade. I understand if it's asking too much, but I'd love to meet her. She always said we'd meet someday in some roundabout, confusing whoosy what's-it fashion, and I was pleased as a passel of possum to hear it. But recently she stopped replying, right in the final run-up to the vaunted finish line. I've been all at winter with worry, I don't mind telling you. You think we could take a hop, skip, and a jump over to her lodgings? What a relief, you actually know Jade. You can take him to Jade right now. Jake smiles a big goofy grin at you. You should feel happy, you tell yourself sternly. This is a good thing to do. He said himself that you're fixing a concern of his. But the yawning release inside of you only grows. You like to think of yourself as an agent of positive change, but here you are again, nothing but a glorified interdimensional taxi service. Whatever, who cares? At least it will be with someone he loves. You grab Jake's hand and take him to his family. You expect the normal non-event of your zappy powers, but instead there's a sick wrenching feeling, kind of squeezing like you're not in the right shape wherever you're going. It steals your breath, and then it's gone. Nervously, you open your eyes. Oh god. What the fuck? Does this have to do with how your powers are changing? Sure, you're distracted and gloomy when you're deaf, but you have no idea what just happened. You're not at Jade's house. Wherever you are, it feels deeply wrong. The wrongness jingles through your bones and teeth like the vibrations of a jackhammer. You're not supposed to be here. You have got to get out of here. You grab Jake with a grimace and zap more carefully. Ah, there we go. You breathe a sigh of relief, which is sadly cut short as you turn and see Jade shoving the muzzle of a rifle in your face once again. You back up, hands raised. Jade, no, it's just you, her friend. You've already been through all these wacky misunderstanding shenanigans with firearms. I know who it is. I just think you shouldn't be here. What? Don't get me wrong, I appreciate everything you've done for me. You have no idea what it meant to be able to meet my friends in person, but the last time you came here, things got dangerous, and I started to wonder if you have any idea what the consequences are of what you're doing. Okay, there's obviously something she needs to get off her chest, and you want to hear it, but can't she put the gun down? You both know she's not actually going to shoot you. Oh, right. I guess the gun was a little over the top, but you started me and I got really mad. Ever since you left last time, I've been thinking about what you did with me and Dave. Even though Beck didn't stop you, don't think you want me to be traveling around like that. I know you're a nice person and you don't mean to do anything bad, but I think it's impossible to have powers like yours without being a little corrupted by them. When you mess around in our lives, they can have serious consequences, but you always leave afterward and you don't live out those consequences with us. It was great to meet my friends, but you know what? I would have met them anyway in the game. I can't help thinking it would have been better for things to play out like they were supposed to. So, I'm sorry, but I just don't want you interfering in my life anymore. I think it's for the good of everyone if you leave us alone from now on. Oh, hey, phone call. Caller blocked, okay. Might check that out, actually. Yeah, it's nothing. It hurts to hear, but how could you argue with that? You told Jade that you don't want to do anything that makes her uncomfortable. There's just like one little thing that you maybe already did. You gestured to Jake. He's huddled behind you, clearly having second thoughts about this. Maybe it's a gun, but then again, Jake is pretty comfortable around guns. Perhaps it's just a fear of the mortifying ordeal of being known. Who the fuck are you? You watch as he clears his throat and fidgets, his hands switching at his sides like he's thinking about hanging onto his own gun for comfort. I'm your grandson? Jake? That's me! Jade bursts into tears. Oh my god, yes. She flings herself forward and throws her arms around Jake. Okay, I know I just said I didn't want any interference, but this isn't fair. I can't believe you're here. When they pull apart, Jake's eyes are watery as well. He's taller than Jade, being a few years older, but he's... Did the same artist draw them, actually? Kind of curious. Credits. Writers. Character artists. Yeah, same artist. Good. They drew Radia too. Drawing everyone with the long hair. Well, maybe not, because they didn't do Vriska, but still. Does Equus count as having long hair? And then Thefri had... Okay, you know what, never mind. That's kind of a shitty train of thought. When they pull... Oh, wait. Wait. Where am I? When they pull apart, Jake's eyes are watery as well. He's taller than Jade, being a few years older, but from the shy way he looks at her, you can tell he still sees her as an authority figure here. You can suddenly see how much Jake must have admired his grandmother. Fine, you're still in the mood, but this is heartwarming as hell. You intensely tune out the conversation a little as Jade and Jake gush at each other. It just seems really private. They're family after all. You don't have any place in this conversation, which only adds to your frustrating feeling of being help blocked. It's great that this is making Jade and Jake so happy, but it really has nothing to do with you at all.
I guess I can't really give you the tour since you grew up in the same place as me, but maybe we can take advantage of this opportunity. You both grew up alone, right? Isn't there anything you always wanted to do, but you couldn't do it with only one person? Holy hell, Jake, that's a ripsnort of an idea. Gotta splendiferous mind up in that noggin of yours. It's weirding me out how much you sound like my grandpa. It's making me miss him too, but I'm really happy I get to spend time with you. Me too! As to your question, there's one thing that comes forefront in the old think tank. You know how it is being a kid alone in your room on a godforsaken island in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. You start to entertain all kinds of fancies. Of course. Well, there's this cosplay I've been trying to make work for years. I'm not very good at cosplay. I haven't had anyone to help me bring my vision to life. Is that the kind of activity you'd be suited for? OMG, I would love that! What's the character? Oh, the best, bravest archaeologist / adventurer of all time, Lara Croft! Oh, wow. So, you want to be a sexy Tomb Raider?
Oh god.
I think I'll have to stop picturing you as my grandpa. But I would love to help with that. To be frank, Jade, I don't really think of Miss Croft as sexy. Oh, I know some unmanly rogues like to come on the side of her bazoombas, but from where I'm sitting, she's a consummate professional. I just admire her moxie.
Oreo? What are you doing? Why are you running around the house? Oh my god. Okay, this cat requires serious attention and affection. Please hold. Holding complete. Oreo is a very good cat. I do have like a playlist of videos on my main channel of her. I might link those in the description. Although I am kind of working on reordering my playlists and everything. Because they kind of got out of hand, honestly.
Oh, oops, sorry, I was just making an assumption based on her outfit, I guess. That was really rude of me. To tell you the truth, I've never seen anything sexy about shorts. I aspire to the freedom Lara's size get to experience every day. I think it's a beautiful dream. A man can wear short shorts without wanting everyone to get all randied up about it. You know what I mean? Of course he can. But what about you, my juvenile grandma friend? This can't just be a cosplay party for yours truly alone. Isn't there anyone you've been wanting to inhabit the garments of? Not really, but it would be fun to make a costume for me too. I could be Mr. Coxcomb. He's one of my favorite Manso chaps.
Jade turns to you, her demeanor towards you considerably softened.
Hey, I'm sorry I was so mad earlier. Honestly, I was scared of what you were doing. It really shook me up to find myself on an alien planet. Felt like we shouldn't be doing it.
True. Very true.
But I shouldn't have taken it out on you. I know your powers aren't your fault. Do you want to join us? We can make a costume for you too. Oh yes, please do. Jade, this specimen right here has been nothing but a positively fantabulous friend to me all along.
Have you? All you did was tow him along on a little inter-timeline jaunt. You don't feel like you've done Jake much good. Are you really even friends with Jake, or are you just backing off of facilitating his friendship with Jade? It's fine, you guess. Things are going fine, even well, but it feels unsatisfying. No real nutritional value. You don't feel good about what you've done, but you guess you might as well get a cool costume out of it. You tell Jake and Jade you know exactly who you want to dress like. The three of you set to work together. Oh! Good end! You guess! I actually did get spoiled on this end card, but I thought this was Jane. And I was confused by the outfit. But yes. Oh god, that's beautiful. Gee. Let's look at Chumroll. Tally Hoedown! You threw a rad cosplay party with Jake and Jade. So, still no Roxy. I'm finally at the point where I can play Roxy's route, but it's yet to appear. Well, this calls for another reinstall. Just gonna... Like, I don't know. I've done many... Okay, close that. The integrity. Come on. You can find this. You can fix Roxy's route. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you, Steam. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please. I'm begging you. Okay. Will be reacquired. That's what I said the last few times. Wait for that. Wait for it to do. Alright. Downloaded. Go back. Let's see if that worked. If not, I'm just gonna end the recording and figure it out. I've already done that thing a few times and it hasn't worked. Yeah, see? It won't work. Shift tab. Can I get anything on here? Please? How do I... discussions. Maybe I could make a discussion. I don't see anything about Roxy, actually. This game made me... It does that. Alright. I shall just... is this where I want to... I guess this is where I want to put this. Roxy's route will not appear for me no matter how many times I reinstall or check integrity of the files. What will I do? I don't know. I tried to make a joke there. It didn't work. Let's just make it... Okay, you know what? Fuck it. This is being too slow. I'll try and fix that. What will I do? Alright, here's hoping someone can help me with this. Oh, frick. Alright, this would be a good point to end the episode. Before I just continue fucking up, making a fool of myself.